Good morning, guys. Today we are headed to Jaipur, a city in India otherwise known as the Pink City. We did have two really cool stops along the way, which I'm going to show you guys right now. So guys, we have stopped at a monument along the way on the road to Jaipur, and this place is so amazing. All of these stairs lead to water down there at the very bottom, and apparently there's so many stairs because so many hundreds of people would be going to get water down there all at once, so it couldn't be just one. There's like literally hundreds of stairs. Stepwells, or Baori, are found throughout India, but this one, the Chand Baori, is commonly renowned as one of the best to see. It descends 13 stories down, making it one of the largest and deepest stepwells in all of India. It's also one of the oldest, being built in the 8th century. Okay, again on the way to Jaipur, we have stopped at a monkey temple. And this place is really big. There's so many buildings, and this is just all for the monkeys. This is a town only for monkeys. They're everywhere. I'm kind of scared of monkeys though. Ever since in Bali they attacked me, so we'll see. I'm not feeding any of them. Oh my gosh, these monkeys have a palace, look! They have a lake and everything. They're running around everywhere. They're so loud. Where can we even walk? Besides the two places that I just showed you, even the drive itself to Jaipur was really amazing, just passing through the countryside, and it was so beautiful. Got to our hotel in Jaipur, and we are exhausted. We've been driving a lot today. Woke up at 5 a.m. So this is the hotel. It is so nice. It's $10 a night. Bathroom is pretty normal. Actually, it's really nice. Okay, now for just a little bit of introduction to Jaipur. It is the largest city in the state of Rajasthan, of course, in India. It was built in the 1700s as India's first official planned city. We are in Jaipur's old city right now. This is the first stop of the day. One of the things that I was really looking forward to seeing in Jaipur was the Hawa Mahal. I mean, you guys can see this place is absolutely gorgeous. It was built in 1799, and it is specifically a palace only for women. So the windows were built so that the women could look out on the festivities below. No one would be able to see in and see the women themselves though. Top of the palace, and the views are so amazing. This architecture is just so beautiful. Something really interesting about this palace is that all of these windows were designed to capture the slight breeze and bring it through the palace. And there is actually such a breeze over here. It's so nice and refreshing. So that's why this palace is nicknamed the Palace of the Winds. It's like the sun came out. No visit to Jaipur would be complete without visiting the famous Amer Fort. Everybody had kind of told me how amazing Amer Fort was, and of course I had seen pictures of it, but nothing could really prepare me for just how wow this place really was. We are at another of these like we saw on the way here, and again the water so far down below is so green. So beautiful. I love the design. It just looks like something out of another world, so it's really cool. Alright, I think we are going up to the fort now because this is a little below it, in the town below. We are in the courtyard of the fort now. A lot of people are riding in on elephants, and I guess they probably just don't know, but it's actually very, very bad for the elephants to be ridden, and it's a very, very cruel practice of getting the elephants to do this. If you guys want to know more about that, then you can look it up, or I'll save it for another video, but just if you come here, don't ride the elephants. Amer Fort is just so impressive and magnificent and beautiful. There are all of these very elaborate gateways leading into courtyards on multiple levels. You have views. There is a lake down below the fort and historic city walls stretching all around you on the horizon. There are so many amazing views everywhere. Look at this. There is a wall over there. Looks like the Great Wall of India, I guess. There's different little palaces within the palace. My favorite was the Sheesh Mahal, which translates to the Palace of Mirrors, and that's just what it is. It's an entire thing full of mirrors. So many mirrors, in fact, that they say that if you light even one candle inside, the entire thing would be lit up and illuminated. The fort is very old, older than the city of Jaipur itself actually, because the area used to be controlled by the Amer state before there was even a Jaipur. So building on the fort started in 1592. It has survived multiple sieges, even being abandoned, and it is still quite intact and just absolutely gorgeous. Definitely be sure to go if you are in the area. Okay, we are about to head out for some Jaipur exploring. I think we might try to go to the palace, but I don't know, we're just gonna go out and walk around Jaipur, and that's like one of my favorite things to do in new cities, is just go out and see the streets and the people and the goings on. So yeah, let's go. So even though we did not mean to get tickets to this, one of the cool things that we ended up doing was wandering around the Jantar Mantar. We have now entered the palace, and this is a part of it that was used for astronomy. It's kind of like an extension of the royal palace in the royal palace, but beside, yeah, you can see why we were confused. But anyway, it is a collection of these just very otherworldly, impressive artifacts that were used for the practice of astronomy. The collection was completed in 1734. I do recommend that you get a guide if you're going to walk around, because everything looks really impressive and strange and you really don't know what it is, so you really do need somebody there telling you what all these instruments are for. So that was pretty cool, even if it wasn't what we were looking for. So many people are asking to take selfies with us, and this guy just came and like started taking a selfie with Livio as he was blowing his nose. Like, what? Okay, so we didn't know this when we got tickets to the palace, but apparently it is huge, like the size of an entire town. So it's so far away, I think 5 kilometers away. So we're gonna need to take a rickshaw just to get to another part of the palace. To the city palace. We walked around trying to find it, people telling us go this way, and then another person would tell us go this way. Finally found it, or so we thought. They sold us this really expensive ticket, which we thought, it seems kind of too much, but they told us yes, this ticket includes the palace, so we paid a lot of money for that ticket. Turns out that that was not the palace. They told us to come here to a place called Albert Hall, which they said was part of the palace. It turns out that it is not. And the palace is like back where we were, right across the street.
It's so far away, I think 5 kilometers away.
No, it's not. It's across the street from where you are right now.
So we're gonna need to take a rickshaw just to get to another part of the palace.
It's not an entire town, it's in.
Now we don't have as much time to see it, so we're gonna take a tuk-tuk all the way back to where we started from. And yeah. Albert Hall was pretty inside, but no filming allowed. Okay, we are now right back where we started. I think before we go into anything that anybody tells us is the city palace, we are going to double check. Okay, we finally found the way into City Palace, although it turns out you have to buy a very, very expensive ticket to go to all of the palace, so with all of the extra charges of today, I don't think we're doing that, so sorry guys, I can't show you all of it, but this courtyard that we are in right now is so beautiful, and the main part to see here are the beautiful doors. This is one. They are so gorgeous, and Livio.
Also, another thing that you can see here is Livio.
Yeah, you see
He's
him?
back.
These doors are meant to represent the 4 seasons, and they are all so incredibly beautiful. There's one with peacocks on it. They're so intricately designed, just gorgeous. Jaipur's city palace started in 1727, and there were 2 architects. One was British and the other was Indian. One part of the palace is now a museum, but the other part is still a residence for the descendants of the royal family of Jaipur. So beautiful, and unfortunately our time in town has come to an end. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed my visit to Jaipur. Such a cool city, and one of the first ones that I saw on my India trip. I have a lot more India videos coming up, so see you there. Bye!